Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and the long requested, seems forever rumored Cuphead is finally coming to Nintendo Switch in April. This was once an Xbox and PC exclusive game. This has a lot of ramifications and could lead to a lot of interesting things, honestly. Of course, this is not the first time we've seen a collaboration between the two companies. Last year we got our first taste of all of this with cross-platform play in Minecraft. It seemed to be the first steps towards a relationship between the two companies. Even a few months ago, we saw rumors of the Xbox Live coming to Nintendo Switch, and everyone was going crazy with the potential of what could be played on the Switch that we never even dreamed of before, Cuphead included. Now, Microsoft did state that as of right now, Live is not planned to come to the Switch, but did say other surprises were coming this year, leading to a lot of speculation. And one of the most vocal groups is Banjo. If you're a veteran here on my channel, you know I love the Bear and Bird duo, but even I still say people stating that they are a must to come to Smash is getting rather exhausting. And I will get to Smash in a bit with all of this, but people are stating it like it is a fact that they are coming to Smash, and yes, it could happen, but I digress from the topic for the time being. What is more likely is with Cuphead coming to Switch, other surprises, and a great relationship between Nintendo and Microsoft, I see big things happening. Rare coming back to Nintendo. Well, let me re-say that. Rare games coming back to Nintendo. At least the older ones. Rare Replay for the Xbox One was rather popular for this system. So what better way to get in good faith with the hordes of fans from the olden days of Rare than to make Rare Replay Nintendo Switch Edition? The Nintendo Switch Edition would of course house many of the older Rare games that were made from Nintendo IPs. The original Donkey Kong trilogy and DK64, Diddy Kong Racing, Star Fox Adventures, a favorite of mine. Okay, so they like to focus on animals a lot, it seemed. Throw in many other Rare properties like Banjo-Kazooie, of course, Battletoads, Perfect Dark, Conquer, Viva Pinata, and more, and this would probably fly off the shelves. See, this could even pave the way for new games in long-dead series like Banjo, or even having Rare handle some IPs they once worked on like Donkey Kong or Star Fox. Even still, this is really just the beginning. It is obvious both Microsoft and Nintendo are thinking differently from in the past. Limiting themselves as they have cannot be sustainable anymore. Even as little as 3 or 4 years ago, you would have never seen anything like Cadence of Hyrule from Nintendo. To allow Zelda, one of their babies, to be used in an indie title would have been called sacrilege. I mean, there was a reason people flipped out when there was the Zelda level in Sonic Lost Worlds, and that is a larger title, well, maybe not title, but larger series. Side note, I was highly disappointed in the lack of Jeff Goldblum and Sonic working together in that game. But really today, it's an all-new Nintendo now. And it's an all-new Microsoft. Cuphead, for the longest time, was console exclusive for the Xbox and one of their biggest games of 2017. And there are reports that it was Microsoft that went to Studio MDHR and asked them to make the Switch port. If Microsoft is willing to cross-play Minecraft, ask MDHR to make a Switch port of a big game, what could be next? I think you all know where I'm going with this. Halo. Halo was among one of Microsoft's biggest exclusives, and Master Chief being one of the most recognizable video game icons out there. I mean, not as big as Forza's car that they keep trying to shove down our throats, but still pretty big. What, I don't like realistic car games, so sue me. But I think the plausibility of something like the Master Chief Collection coming to the Switch is a big possibility. I would never anticipate a newer Halo to be released on both at the same time, but it was originally released in 2014 for the Xbox One, and now on PC. At this point, not much more money could be made from it, except for some of us who don't own an Xbox One or a PC that could play it properly. I do think it's rather likely, and would be an E3 announcement for sure. And this sort of stuff is the tip of the iceberg. Many different games, once exclusive to Microsoft, could be open to Nintendo gamers. But the question then arises, would Nintendo games go to Xbox? Could I be playing Super Mario Odyssey on the Xbox One in the near future? And my honest answer to that question is no. Nintendo's exclusives make Nintendo, and I know it's probably sounding like a purist even though that's not my true intent. I don't want to come off as someone who says Nintendo games can't be on another console because Nintendo. What was that, some sort of surfer voice? I don't know. And yes, even as little as a year ago, thinking Halo could come to the Switch seemed impossible. I still can't imagine Nintendo games being anywhere else. Nintendo lives because of their exclusives. They wouldn't survive through the tougher years without them, and the stockpile of money Amiibo have granted them. It is why I continue to come back to the systems. It is why I stood by them during the years of the GameCube when you were considered a baby for not liking Xbox and playing Wind Waker. I stood by them during the dark Wii U days, starved for something new. But when a new exclusive came out, it was pure Nintendo. Most of the time. I can't see that magic being on another console. It is my opinion, of course, and you're free to have your own, but time will tell. But one of the most exciting parts of this relationship is what it means for one of gaming's biggest crossovers, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because if you think a Microsoft rep isn't coming at this point, well, I don't know if you want to be watching my channel anymore. Wait, don't go, I take that back. There are three obvious choices to showcase the Nintendo-Soft relationship. Or would it be Microtendo? Which that's what it sounds like a mini NES. But the three choices are Master Chief, Steve from Minecraft, and Banjo-Kazooie. Now I feel we will just get one, and I think that's fair. Choose Banjo. And while looking over all of them, I can say that I don't see Master Chief as the choice. Choose Banjo. And no, not because of the gun thing that always seems to come up when he's brought up for Smash. So it comes down to Steve or Banjo. Choose Banjo. And even though every part of me wishes, prays, pleads, sacrifices, and attempts to form unsuccessful cults around bringing Banjo to Smash, the most logical choice is Steve. A Minecraft character like Steve can represent not just Minecraft, but represent all of Microsoft with its costumes. The obvious first two costumes would be Steve and Steve-Ella? Does she have a name? Oh, Alex, I think. That's what I found out with Google, at least. You then have 6 more costumes that could be different characters who represent the world of Microsoft gaming. These would obviously include Master Chief and Banjo, among many others. This is what I meant by representing all of Microsoft in one character. No, it's not perfect, but Minecraft is far more popular than Banjo-Kazooie, as sad as that sentence makes me feel. Nothing against Minecraft, I just grew up with Banjo. And it is easier to market to and to draw new players into the game, because DLC, especially in fighting games, are meant to add characters to draw in new people to buy the games, not to cater to the players who have already bought them. As hard as that is to accept for many people. And honestly, this is just the beginning. Who knows what could unfold as time goes on with this relationship. If sales are great for those and other once Xbox exclusive games, the doors could not just be open to pretty much anything, but they'll be blown off their hinges. And I don't think this would hurt Microsoft in the long run. As mentioned, when a new Halo comes out, it would be on their console first for a long time, because it'd be more powerful and could handle it. They would get the initial sales. But for older games like Cuphead, Nintendo wins, MDHR wins, and Microsoft wins. A classic Michael Scott win-win-win scenario. But it'll be very interesting moving forward. And this E3 will sure to be one to watch and see what surprises the two companies have in store. Thank you for watching the Nintendo Network. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo-Microsoft relationships, and what do you think will come of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and maybe consider helping me on Patreon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I might need to invest in a new controller if Cuphead is as hard as I hear.